All right, guys, welcome to my mess. If you know Shangri-La Douche, you may remember that it had the worst road down to the bottom of this ditch and then straight up. And in a perfect scenario, I would never redo this road this way. This is far from a perfect scenario. In fact, I'm being forced to redo the road in the exact same spot, not by my own choice. I wanted to snake it around and bring it up that way and have a curve through the woods and wow, be cool and interesting. The county said no. And the reason the county said no, because I had them out here, is because there's a little tiny bit of grass down in that ditch, and that could look like wetlands. Well, you can actually fill in wetlands over 400 square feet. Don't quote me on it, but you technically can. And that area is more like 12 square feet, and it's not even a wetland. It's just the bottom of a freaking ditch. So we're stuck going on the exact same spot. Now I imported 29 loads of clay to form this road because my existing on-site soils is basically sand with a tiny bit of gravel mixed in and zero binder. So if you know anything about roads, you know that without having any binder, that road won't hold its position. So we've got to recontour and shape this road, fix it, widen it, make it so that I can actually haul a house up here, because that's one of the next things I've got going on at Shangri-La. We're going to be moving a double wide up into this lot. So we got a lot of work to do. Without wasting any more time, let's start fixing on this road and get her done. So we know we got a road to build. So we know we got to build the road going in, but we also got two other components to this job that we got to do at the same time. We've got to get a building site prepped right here, because the building's going to go right here. So this is all low. So we've got to fill this area up, get that leveled and compacted. And then at the same time, we also have an issue with drainage around this side of the building. You can see that the entire hill somehow is draining into this building. Well, not somehow, it just is draining into the building. And so we want clearance around the corner of the building. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of the fill from this zone, we're gonna use it for the building pad, and we're gonna use it to fortify the sides of the road down there. So we'll be here for a bit. Let's just get this thing rolling. We're gonna do this entire job with an ASV VT70. Be nice to have an excavator and a bulldozer out here, but sometimes you make do with what you got, right? So let's just do that right now. So this big old pile of dirt behind me, that was all imported in clay for this road base here. We'll use that dirt up here. We'll get this area built up and fortified out. This is Shangri-La Douche, the worst property on the lake. In fact, the cabin was so terrible that a while back I took a forestry head to it and basically ground it up, pulverized it, loaded it all into a trailer, and hiked it away. Now I'm in the process of getting this set up and rebuilt and repaired. So the first thing I got to do is I've got to build a road. Then in this upcoming series, we've got to take down a lot of dead trees. Nobody's ever gone through this property and removed them, and we've got standing dead trees over the buildings that are still there. We've got standing dead trees over the house that we're going to be moving in. We've also got to build a house pad. We've got to pour a house pad. We've got to get the driveway completely repaired, and then we're actually going to be moving a house up that driveway and getting it set and prepped. That's all coming up in the next upcoming series. So let's just get this thing rolling. guys, you're riding along with me in the cab. This is the ASV VT70. You can just listen to her operate for a bit. One thing I know I do like about this cab is the visibility on it is incredible. So wide open. One thing I know I don't like about this road is it's skinny and tall. It kind of bugs me. Right? I don't like that drop off on that side, but I'm not going to buy another 30 loads of fill soil so I can correct that. I'm going to find some on-site soil and see what I can work with it to soften the slopes on the sides. That way somebody, if they fall off, they don't roll off, they just drive off. The road is not quite what I would want, to be quite honest with you. Better than it was. I gotta get a concrete truck up there. And I gotta get a house moving truck up here. I'm more worried about the house moving truck, not really the concrete truck. Maybe that's just me, but I know those concrete trucks can go pretty much anywhere. Sometimes it's just easier to grab a tree and give her a Yankee doodah than it is to pull out a chainsaw. Not saying all the time, but once in a while it works out like that. Alright you guys, well that's going to call it for this one, but in the next video in this series we start knocking down all of those dead trees and things get a little bit spicy at times. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and come back for more, because we do have a lot more coming up. After we get the trees down, then I'm gonna rebuild that road, because that straight up and down road is just freaking treacherous. And we got a concrete pad to pour. We got a house to move up. We got a lot of work we're gonna be doing out here at Shangri-La Douche, because this property needs a lot of work. But that's it for this one. God bless. Go get them, you guys. We'll see you on another one.